Durham Solidarity Center was founded 6 years ago in response to kind of a vacuum in Durham, a place for smaller organizations and individuals to share resources, co-working space. We moved to the Hayti Heritage Center, which has been a blessing. It is a hub for cultural innovation in Durham. We really pride ourselves in trying to provide things that smaller organizations and folks might not have access to. So printing, button making, placards, meeting space, a lot of things that are kind of forgotten or taken for granted at larger organizations.
The Durham Solidarity Center has done a lot to make sure that organizers are supported, that they have everything from markers to bail funds to lawyers to marshals.
We share space with the Youth Organizing Institute, with NC Ignite. We share space with the Workers' World Party, pretty much organizations that are dedicated to progressive social justice issues that aren't just Durham-based, that are broader than that.
They make sure that people are prepared to resist without having to feel completely vulnerable. And no one is there to support them.
The Durham Solidarity Center has supported a lot of efforts, most recently to combat some of the more conservative legislation that's been passed by McCrory, such as HB2.
HB2 has got to go! Hey, hey.
A lot of the movement against immigrant populations, issues related to a living wage and the North Carolina Raise Up, Fight for 15 campaign. We were very active early on with NC Heat in Raleigh and combating the resegregation of the Wake County schools. We started the bail fund as a way to crowdsource and fundraise for those who have gotten arrested in civil disobedience. So in Black Lives Matter protests, in the Charlotte Uprising, we've really had these huge mass calls and people have responded. We've raised so much money to get folks out of jail immediately.
In Charlotte, we've had over 100 freedom fighters who are out in the street.
What are you doing for the movement?
Almost all of whom are Black people fighting for their lives and their communities in the aftermath of Keith Lamont Scott's murder. They've been arrested, and the bond fund has been essential in getting them out and getting them free and getting them back into their communities.
We want to be able to show there are folks out there willing to fight, and there are folks who are willing to support them.
And I remember one time after an action, I was like, I don't know how that went, and I don't know how well I'm doing as an organizer. And someone from the Durham Solidarity Center specifically told me, I think you did well, you just need to boost your confidence. It's crazy thinking about that conversation 2 years ago. Now, I mean, it just feels so natural. I've definitely been strengthened as an organizer and as a person while being affiliated with Durham Solidarity Center.
The hope that we feel in the Durham Solidarity Center is that we're going to be able to welcome in more partners and really rally against. I mean, it's provided a rallying cry this latest election to get us all out in the streets together, fighting as hard as we can to combat what's coming.